This little cat has just been brought in.
Hello, mate.
By a lady passing by.
Yeah.
She walked over with the dog, didn't try to get away, and quite happily let her pick it up. So she
Okay, that's
brought it
odd,
in.
isn't it? But that lady obviously is not the cat's owner.
No, she's not the owner.
So I can see a bit of bruising on the chin here. A little bit swollen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just have a look in your mouth, mate. Yowza. Ooh. That's actually a fractured jaw right down the centre. So it looks like probably this cat has hit the ground hard, so probably jumped from something, out of something.
This would be quite an excruciatingly painful injury to suffer for this cat. It's always associated with trauma, so this cat would have hit its head hard and has snapped its jaw in half.
Now let's just have a look at your feet. Okay. Seems like it's breathing
No
okay.
scuffing.
She seems quite frightened. So no scuffing of the nails, are nice and clean, so she wasn't scrabbling up or down anything. Okay, well let's just scan her first of all and see if she's got a microchip.
Try and find your mummy or daddy, shall we? Oh dear.
Nope, no microchip.
Damn.
Well, that's going to make it more difficult to find your owner, isn't it?
It's very disappointing to find out that this cat has not been microchipped, which is just so important for pets to be able to find their way back home to their loving owners.
Okay, well let's have a little check over. Quite a quiet cat, so definitely it's gone through some type of trauma, I would say. Let's have a little listen. She's very still, she's very quiet, and she's got very dilated pupils, so it shows that she's in some level of shock. And cats in vet clinics don't tend to sit this still, so it's fairly classic of a cat that's gone through trauma and now is in shock. Should we be calling you a boy or a girl?
Yes.
Definitely a girl.
Oh, hello, darling.
A little bit sore over her hips there. She's just not happy about me feeling those.
So do you think she's fallen or something?
I think that's incredibly likely. She's got soreness in her limbs, she's got an injury to her face, and she doesn't have frayed nails, so she's likely leapt out of one of the buildings nearby and hit her head on the way down. We definitely are going to have to fix this jaw, but more importantly, we need to find out who owns you and loves you. Hey, you're an incredible looking girl. Look at those beautiful green eyes.
She's gorgeous. Oh, does that hurt? It's quite difficult when you get a stray cat that's brought in. Obviously, we have to act in the interest of the animal. I'm gonna wire it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Oh dear.
Okay, all right, bear with me a second. Scott, is that a stray cat?
Yeah.
I think I may have the owner on the
Oh,
phone.
no way.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Hello, it's Scott the vet here.
Oh, hi there, Scott. Have you got my cat?
We've got a black and white female cat.
Okay.
Beautiful green eyes.
Yeah. Sounds like, well, I call him a him, but how did he get to your vet?
He got scooped up by some lovely passers-by who noticed, I'm struggling to know if I say he or she, and they picked her up and brought her into the practice, so she's with us at the moment. So what do we call her? What's her name?
Well, I call him a him. His name's Bruce. He's really friendly. Is he okay, or?
She is fine. I think she's probably struggling more with her name than the injuries.
Oh, Bruce.
Having an owner who calls his girl cat a boy, even though it's actually a girl, is pretty confusing.
Can I just ask, why do you refer to her as a he?
Because when I wanted to get a cat, I was insisted I wanted a boy. But then when I seen him, I thought I had to have that one, and unfortunately, he was a female. But I called him my little man and everything.
The fact is that Bruce is my patient. She's had a hell of a fall this morning, and I do need to make sure she's okay, because to be honest, I just don't know how Joseph would cope without her. She has definitely suffered what seems to be a fall. Sadly, she's got a broken jaw.
Okay. I live like 2 stories above a restaurant, so
That's where she
come,
was
like,
found.
from 3 floors up. If he The only way he could have got out was by jumping out the window.
3 stories. That's incredibly lucky. All right, mate. Well, look, I will look after your lovely Bruce, the girl, but we'll call him a boy so he doesn't get confused. And hopefully I look forward to meeting you shortly.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Okay, Joseph. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice
Oh,
guy.
bless him.
Loves his cat.
Yeah, it sounded like he really panicked this
Your daddy
morning.
loves you.
You're too pretty to be called Brucey and a boy.
If I made up this story, no one would believe me. There's a cat that manages to survive jumping out of a 3rd floor window, then gets rescued and brought to the practice. The owner then reports to us that he calls his girl cat a boy. It's honestly unbelievable.
So what are we going to do then?
Well, the first thing we'll do is we'll treat Bruce for shock. So we'll pop him on a drip, her on a drip. Oh gosh, I'm not going to get that right, am I? When cats jump out of high-rise buildings, they, at lower levels, will try and right themselves and then land normally. But obviously at a height, they're gonna injure themselves badly. They get everything from broken jaws to concussions, broken limbs, and damage to internal organs. The further up though, they go into free fall and then they actually relax. And because they relax, they don't injure themselves half as much as the ones that jump from lower down. So it's incredibly interesting and it's called high-rise syndrome. Let's get us some pain relief. What can I make for your daddy?
I know. Good girl, Brucey. Hi.
Hi, I rang up earlier. I think you've got my cat, Bruce.
You're Joe, aren't you?
Yes.
Come with me.
When I woke up this morning, I was terrified. I just worked myself into a panic. I couldn't concentrate. I wasn't thinking. I was banging on the neighbours' doors. I just want to have him back in my arms.
Do you want to go in first?
Thank you.
I don't want to get in the way.
Oh,
Hi, Joseph.
hi. Oh, got my baby. Hello.
Oh, he knows you.
What you got?
No, look.
Oh my God, you don't understand what it's been like without him. Bruce means absolutely everything to me. He is my absolute life. I cannot imagine life without him.
There's true love going on here, isn't it? I'm feeling very emotional.
I got him when I lived in Nottingham when I was 21. I literally did a Dick Whittington and picked my black and white cat up and just trotted down the M1 since me and Bruce started our life in London like 4.5 years ago. Just to think this morning that he wasn't there to continue this journey with me was devastating.
And the he thing is definitely something that's going to stay, is it?
Yeah.
That's something right.
Always.
Anatomically, apart from that,
Here's my little boy.
he's your little boy.
He's my
Okay.
wounded soldier.
All right. All right. What we need to do now is some X-rays first, and then I'm going to wire his jaw, which I know is broken.
Okay.
All right. So be brave, be patient. All right. Grab a seat upstairs, and we'll look after your little man. Man. Okay.
Take care of him.
We will.
Thank you.
We will. He's gorgeous.
I'm just so worried about him, like, he's my baby. Just want him back home. Now.
Should we fix your face?
Sort you out.
Good boy.
All right then, sweetheart. Good puss. Sleepy time.
Go snoozy woozy.
I am so anxious, like literally I don't know whether to stand or walk. It's just not a nice feeling.
Oh, look at that, Gem.
Oh, blimey. That is nasty.
The two sides aren't together anymore and we need to make them together. Okay. So the way we're going to do that is by using a bit of wire. Just go around both the canines and then back under again.
It's a very big needle.
Yeah, it's not the most attractive
No.
of surgeries. There shouldn't be any reason why this cat wouldn't be able to eat. It's just all about holding that jaw together so it feels normal to eat. And what I need to do is now twist it tight to squeeze those two sides of the jaw together. As far as breaks go, for a cat that's jumped out of a window, I actually think this is a pretty lucky get out. Yes, of course, he has broken this part of his jaw, but breaks along the ramus, along the sort of arm of the mandible are way worse and way more painful. The mandible is the lower jaw, and the symphysis is where it joins in the middle, which is just basically where the chin is. And in Bruce's case, what we've got is that symphysis, that join, has broken apart, and the wire is all about sticking it back together again. That stays in place for maybe 4 or 6 weeks until the jaw's healed, and remove it, and Bruce will be back to normal.
I cannot wait for this to just be over. He's my everything, so I can't actually describe how much I want to see him again.
There you go, it's okay. Oh dear. No. What do you think of your new jaw, hey? Snort of satisfaction. Now we'll go and speak to your daddy, hey?
I have just been handed a letter of the person that actually found Bruce this morning. Dear Bruce's owner, my neighbour called me at 5:15 this morning to ask if I could help, as she had found a cat she thought had been hit by a car. Having spent some hours with him, I have to say I've fallen in love with him. Oh, she calls him a him. So if you ever need a cat sitter, please don't hesitate to call me. All the very best. P.S. This is a copy of the poster my daughter threw together at 6 a.m. in an attempt to find you before you went to work. I'm just over the moon, I can't believe it. Bless her.
Where is he? Where is he? Hello. There you go. Hello. There's your, I'm going to say cat.
Oh, little boy. Oh, look at his leg.
It's just where the drip in. That's the least of his problems.
Is he okay?
He's doing great. He's got a little wire in his jaw just here. But otherwise, he's a very, very lucky cat.
I cannot believe I have finally got him back in my arms. Like I said, this morning when I woke up, I was in such a panic. I didn't think I'd ever see him again, but thanks to the fantastic people at the vets and such genuine, nice people in the world who found him, I finally got him back in my arms where he belongs.
I've missed him so much.
He's very lucky. He's used up about 12 of his 9 lives. He's a fighter, and it's a happy ending to this story, thankfully.
I'm so worried, Bruce.
Oh, you're all puffed out now, aren't you? All that playing? You sound like a snorting pig. There you go.
Sid is a very mischievous dog. His favourite thing is to try and get up the stairs when we leave the stair gate open and go searching for a love interest, which seems to be a big cuddly penguin in my children's bedroom. He likes some alone time with that penguin. We kind of have to leave him to it and rescue the penguin a bit later. Growing up, I had English Bull Terriers as a childhood pet, and they've obviously got bowed noses and some breathing difficulties. But in the research that I'd done, I hadn't really counted on Sydney having such extensive problems.
Come on.
Obviously got a short nose, but I hadn't even realised that there was a problem with the mouth and the airway.
Whee! Good boy.
When you look at Sydney, he's such a gorgeous dog. He's so popular locally.
Sid! Sydney!
What people don't realise is that this dog is beset with problems.
All right, Sid. Okay, good boy, good boy. Go on then.
Playing with other dogs in the park, I have to pull him away after 5 minutes because he gets so overexcited he can't breathe.
Come on then, good boy. Good boy.
Sometimes he gets so bad I have to carry him home because he just can't catch his breath. It's really upsetting to see him getting distressed, and we know that he wants to run and play, and it really holds him back that he's just not being able to breathe and get the air down.
Good boy, Sid.
Dogs like Sydney can go into cardiac arrest because they can't breathe. So it is actually life-threatening, this condition. He's part of the family, and we'll do anything that we can do to make him better and give him the comfort he needs to get out there and enjoy the park. And we really need to get it sorted out quite quickly.
Oh, Sydney, you'll be better soon. Come on.
You know where we're going, don't you? Hey? Come on then. In we go. Good boy.
Oh, that's a big sigh.
Hi, Joe.
Hi,
Hi,
Scott.
Sydney. Hello, mate. How are you? How are you? Hey? Oh, you're handsome.
He remembers you.
Come on in, Joe. Let's have a chat.
Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, I'm really worried about Sid. He's really struggling with breathing and just generally being a puppy in the park, and we need to get this sorted.
How's things been going, Joe? Still as snorty as ever, I'm guessing?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
So just to kind of go through some of the symptoms, he snores, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah.
When he goes on a walk, does he pant pretty much the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And does he pant for a long time after he recovers from exercise as well?
He does, and it exhausts him, so he falls asleep.
Yeah. Has he ever collapsed on a walk? Like, has he ever got to the point where he's so out of breath that he's gone down?
No, but he's been pretty close to it, and I've had to carry him home because he just can't get his breath and can't walk.
So he is classic of a lot of flat-faced brachycephalic dogs having this BOAS syndrome, so brachycephalic obstructive airway syndrome. Lots of big words there, but basically it means that because he's got a short nose and a big domed head, a lot of the structures in the back of the throat are excessive, and those affect his ability to breathe normally. I mean, it's great that he hasn't yet collapsed, but certainly that's where we're headed. And this kind of dog can become blue and purple. You know, they literally aren't getting enough oxygen into their system to be healthy, and then they can collapse. And look, worst case scenario, I have heard that they can die.
Oh.
So it isn't something that we can take lightly, and Sydney's a great dog and we don't want to get to that point. Seeing Sydney today, it's fairly obvious what we need to do. We need to perform surgery. This isn't fun for him. This isn't a lifestyle that he can endure long term. We need to do something now, and the best option for him is to try and trim the soft palate and make his nostrils a bit bigger. What we're hoping from the surgery is that we're going to have a dog that's going to breathe much easier, is not going to be so stressed out in the summer, and hopefully won't snore as much and give you both a good night's sleep.
That would be good. I couldn't believe that when Scott said he needed surgery. I'm just devastated for Sydney, but also at the same time secretly quite pleased that it's actually going to get him sorted out.
Hey mate, we'll sort you out. Yes, we will. Yeah.
Let's go. Time for surgery. Come on, you're going to be much better after. Let's go. Come on then, in we go. Good boy.
Sydney, you're here. Hi. Hello, handsome. He's here for his nose job today.
Yeah, absolutely. Nose and soft palate. It's going to be awesome, isn't it, Sid? Bit of plastic surgery.
He loves your shoes, Al. Look, Sydney.
Look at these,
Sid.
Does he like it?
Oh, there you go. So when Sydney gets overexcited, you can hear that snorting and snuffling that's, you know, obviously really affecting him. Come in here, Sydney.
Look after my fur baby.
I will.
Bye,
We'll give you a
darling.
call when he's woken up from the general anaesthetic. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Sydney having this operation is going to mean everything for us and him.
Good boy.
Mwah. And he's going to absolutely love getting out in that park. I know it for a fact.
Come on then, Sydney. Let's see Uncle Scott.
Hello, mate.
Hiya.
Hello, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
How you doing? You all right? Yep. Yeah. So your job is quite a challenging one today because here is a dog that has breathing problems. So I thought I'd do him a few drawings just so you girls can see what we're going to be doing. The soft palate looks a little bit like this. Okay. Gemma, you are going to be my surgical assistant today. All right. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be putting two little sutures called stay sutures in there like that. You're going to be holding them behind my head.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to lock this bit off like that.
Okay.
But we have to be very careful. If it's too short, it just won't do anything.
Yeah.
And if it's too long, he can actually get consistent nasal infections. So I have to get it right.
Yep.
The second thing is the nostrils. This is the nose job that you're about to get, mate. What I need to do is to take two wedges out of either side of his nose, like that. And then I suture it back together. And what happens is by suturing it back together, it flares the nostrils open.
Okay.
and then he'll start having a much easier run when it comes to breathing.
Oh, you get to breathe again, Sydney. That's exciting.
Is that all right with you? Is that all right with you? All right, let's get to it.
Do it.
This particular syndrome of having the long, soft palate and really tiny nostrils can be life-threatening. Dogs can become cyanotic, which means that they have not enough oxygen getting into their system. They turn blue, and yes, they can die if that happens. Come on. Certainly, Sydney is a dog that under anaesthetic will be compromised, so we all need to be sure that we know exactly what we're doing, that our roles are defined, and that everyone's on their top game.
Straight away, look how much that soft palate goes into his larynx.
That's incredible.
So you can see it's actually hanging inside his voice box there. That's the problem.
Soft palates in French Bulldogs are always fairly sizable, but Sydney's is an absolute belter. It is huge. It really is. It looks like a second tongue. Great. Okay, let's move him into the surgery and get going. I do need to take quite a bit away from this to make sure I get the result I'm looking for.
Right, so I'm just going to place the stay sutures now. All right. Yep. Ready to get close and personal?
Yes.
There you go.
Hug. I think this is the closest we've ever been.
I feel your
on your ear.
I feel your breath on my neck. I feel like it's more like an experience with a vampire or something.
What are you trying to say?
Gemma and I are good mates at work, but I don't think we've ever been quite that close.
Oh, now all I can think about is your hot breath. That's not right, is it, Sydney? Hey? Okay, that's good. All right, so we're just about to cut now.
Wow.
There we go.
So once we've trimmed back the soft palate, we have just got two edges that we need to suture together, and we do that very well.
I'm happy with that. That's good. So, Gem, if you unhook there, thank you. Good. Let's embark on that nose job, shall we? Hey?
The procedure on the nose is an interesting one because we're taking sections of the nostrils away to actually make the nostrils bigger. But anyone that's ever cut into a nose before will know it bleeds like hell. But very quickly you can control that just by suturing it into the right position, and straight away you could see that he had nostrils where he didn't have them before.
That's amazing, Scotty.
That's beautiful.
Like, all joking aside, like, I'm actually really impressed with what you've just done.
Well, that's one heck of a nose piercing.
Have we come up with the official name for this procedure?
Well, it's kind of akin to a rhinoplasty, but that's when people get the sort of the cartilage bit, the bridge reduced. So this is more of a narrowplasty.
Neuroplastic.
I could see Scotty as a plastic surgeon for humans.
Why?
The women would love you coming to get their noses done and their lips done and their boobs done.
You just imagine the consults, they'd be so different from this. You know, instead of being salivated on and attacked by the leg, it might be actually your
Oh dear, you went there, you went there.
Oh dear.
A lot of our clients like to come in and they think Scott's a dreamboat and they all fancy him. My auntie fancies him. So you can just imagine the clientele if he was a plastic surgeon. Women coming in for their lips to be pumped up and things like that.
I think it's perfect, isn't it?
It's a little bit perfect. You can hang your...
I know Gemma will say something rude if she doesn't think it is, so come and have a look.
Let's have a look, inspect your work. So we do have to try and keep Scott's ego under control, but we did have to give him praise this time because it was a pretty good job. I think it's pretty perfect.
Wow, high praise.
I'm scared to say anything about it.
You should be, go away. You're perfect, Sydney. Good job. All right, let's wake this boy up, shall we?
Straight away, as a surgeon, you can see and hear that Sydney's snuffling days are over.
Do you want us to call Mummy, eh? Yeah. So everything's gone well.
I think we're all super happy with the result. I think in the long run, Sydney is going to be so much happier. We're going to be able to breathe better, going to be able just to enjoy life a little bit better. So here's to Sydney and his new nostrils.
I know, it's going to feel weird, isn't it?
Funny.
very good. He's been so lovely. He's been such a good boy.
Good recovery?
Yeah, really good recovery.
How you going with that new nose? Hey, looks good. Happy?
Without Sid at home today, it's been really quiet. Quiet in the fact that he's not running around under my feet, but also quiet because he's not been snorting and shuffling and snuffling in the background.
Come on, big boy. Here we go. Let's go find Mummy.
So it's going to be quite strange going home and him being there and still being silent, but knowing he's there.
Oh, here he comes.
Hello. Here's your boy with his new face.
Oh my gosh, Sid. Hello.
What you think?
Hello, it looks amazing.
So the surgery went really well. We trimmed that soft palate, so hopefully he won't be gurgling as much. And then as you can see, he's got some, well, he's got nostrils. He didn't have them before.
They're excellent.
Yeah, I'm really happy. He's done really well and breathing quite quietly, really, considering he's still quite sleepy.
Yeah, that's excellent. Thanks, Scott. I think Sydney looks amazing. I can't believe the difference already in the nostril size.
With all the swelling reducing over the coming days, I think he's going to just get better and better and better. And hopefully then you'll be able to walk in the park, enjoy the great outdoors, even in hot weather, with a dog that isn't making so much of a racket.
Well, Sid, I can get you home.
You got him. All right, bye, champ. Bye, mate. Boy, nice nose, by the way.
Thanks, Scott.
See you, Jane.
soon.
All the best.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye. Come on, Sid.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Sid.
Say bye.
Bye, mate. You're so cute.
Little jaw. He's got his beautiful smile all fixed again.
6 weeks after surgery.
Hey, is this the window you fell out of? To have Bruce back home is beyond words unbelievable. Are you happy to be home? Hey? I'm just so happy to get him back, have everything behind us. Are we going to stay away from them windows? We're going to be grounded. I managed to speak to the lady that found Bruce. I took around a box of chocolates, a bunch of flowers and a bottle of wine. I cannot thank them enough for what they've done. Yeah, absolutely over the moon with them. That's a good boy.
Hi, Sydney. Hello, mate. How are you? You're looking fantastic. Hi, Joe.
Hi. How are
Good
you?
to see you. Yeah, really well. Wow, he looks so handsome. Look
Doesn't
at that.
he? He looks amazing.
Look at that nose. Hey?
I mean, even at rest, he made a racket, but when he was exercising, he would snort, he would snuffle, he would pant. It was all very distressing and far from normal. But now I know the surgery's been a success and he's a happier dog because he's a quieter dog.
Oh, what's that sound I hear? The sound of silence.
Exactly. No snoring.
Yeah, so how's it been going? Obviously he's breathing a lot better.
Loads better. He's playing with dogs in the park. He's running. He's still a little bit panty, but then he's a French Bulldog and that's what French Bulldogs do.
I mean, look, we're never going to fully fix this guy. At the end of the day, he's a French Bulldog, built like a tank,
Yep.
with a flat face.
Yep.
He's never going to be a beautiful gazelle running after, you know, the wildebeest in the park. He is always going to have a short run before he's going to be a bit out of breath, but it's great to hear he's much more comfortable enjoying life.
Absolutely. It was the right call to do the operation.
That's good, isn't it? That's good to hear.
Yeah. Oh, Sid.
Oh, you big wuss. Hey? What a good boy. Did the nose job help with the ladies at all?
You ready? Go on then. Since the operation, he's now enjoying his dog life to the max.
Good boy.
And as a family, we can see a different change in him. He's really enjoying himself out and about. It was a massive bonus for all of us, him and us.